Good evening, everybody. Steve and Gina Merritt coming to you live from Orlando, Florida. Woo! We're super excited you're on tonight. This is going to be a great X39 Quantum Field Opportunity meeting. So whoever invited you on here tonight thought very highly of you, and they really care deeply for you because this amazing X39 patch does some serious miracles on your body that you don't know what's going on. So whoever invited you on here tonight, you're going to make sure that you get a order form, or they will send you a link to get registered. So whoever invited you will be your sponsor, and we want to welcome you. That's the last thing you're going to do before you, when you hang up tonight, you're going to get yourself enrolled. So we wanted to personally welcome you here. And we're Steve and Gina Merritt.
Guys, we're excited to have you on tonight. And before we go over the details, I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up. We've only been in 45 days, and wow, we have had some major excitement about this incredible product and technology of this X39 patch. I will say that as we've been making phone calls to people, it's amazing how many people have been praying for three things, okay? They've been praying for health. So many people have been praying for health. It's amazing how many folks are going through different stages in their life health-wise. It doesn't matter if they're teenagers all the way up to 100 years old. People are looking for a solution. And, you know, people are more open today to a way to take care, be proactive with their own health instead of counting on other people telling them what they should do to their health. So listen up to that, and you're going to keep your ears open as you're talking to people as well. It's amazing how many people are open, and this product is doing so much. Gene and I and our friends have cried more in the last 45 days of what this incredible product has done for people than we have in the last 4 years. So I encourage you to get yourself a patch if you haven't. And, you owe it to your loved ones and the people that you know and the people you're going to meet to put this patch on them. And it's so easy to share throughout your day. Second thing that people have been searching for is community. They're looking for positive impact and input into their life. And this community of people here tonight and throughout the organization are encouraging people and lifting them up, not only for their health and their finances, but just to have someone tell you that, you're a winner, you can succeed, you can be more than what you are. There's people counting on you. That is what people have been praying for, as I've been picking up the phone for the last 45 days. And then the last thing is their finances. They've been saying, hey, we've been in the grocery store line. We don't have any kids. It's over $300 for groceries. We looked at each other and said, man, we might need to do something. And Steve, you made a phone call to us. So you don't know who is looking. Even people, I talked to a gentleman that just sold a company, multi-million-dollar company. I said, hey, maybe you're not looking for more income, but you definitely don't want to live life with all that cash that you got now or the company you sold without having incredible health, and you're going to want this patch on you. And he said, no, Steve, I love encouraging, making an impact in people's lives. Sign me up for that diamond pack, and I want to get involved. Even though I just sold a big multi-million-dollar deal of a company, I'm really excited to be helping and sharing with people. So don't be intimidated by anyone that you know, because the more successful they are, the more they're going to want to take care of their health. And on top of that, there's a lot of people they want to bless and bring them along with us. There's no fun to be the only one winning and not having a bunch of people with you, by your side that you've helped and encouraged. It's not a better feeling if you help them health-wise or financially.
That's right. And you know what? We're forever grateful to Onyx Coale, who, just came out and just asked us, hey, are you guys looking?
Yeah.
And we weren't really looking. But when she started to talk about this amazing X39 patch, we leaned forward and we said, yes, we are interested.
Right.
And so, make sure that tonight when you're on here, this is an opportunity meeting. Don't leave anybody out, because you don't know what they're thinking in their household. You don't know what their health situations are. It's really important. Put everybody on your list. Give everyone the option to join you or participate, wear the patches, build a business, or all the above.
Guys, we're sitting here in a dream spot in Orlando, Florida, at one of our favorite hotels the Grand Cypress, Hyatt Grand Cypress. The pool is impeccable here. It's an incredible sight to see. We're looking at over the pool at a beautiful sunset view in a nice suite here at the Hyatt. And we want to encourage you that the time is now for you and your family to step out and make something happen for you to create more memories. So we encourage you to pull out all the stops to get started and then engage and run with us, because we're having a fantastic time. Just 45 days in, so we're just getting started, but I can already tell this journey is going to be an incredible one.
Yeah.
And if you got a product like what we're talking about here with the X39, everyone can win if they open up their mouth, because the product does the talking for you, which is incredible. Gina loves talking to people. She's got it in her. She can start a conversation with anyone. I'm always wondering, if I say this, what if they say that? But this patch really, just, you don't have to worry about saying anything, because it works so quickly and it works incredibly for so many different situations. So before we go any further, I'm going to bring in our sponsor and the gal that got us started in this incredible.
Our light just went out.
Yeah, so no problem. We're still,
okay.
If it gets dark here, no problem. But we're just grateful to have Onyx on tonight, and she shared this incredible product and the opportunity with us. And we're going to let her tell her story and let you know about what's happened in the past and what's going to happen in the future. So Onyx, take it away.
Awesome. Well, welcome everyone. And thank you, Steve and Gina. Gina, your hair looks beautiful as usual. So I found this little patch quite by accident. A girlfriend of mine in California called me and asked me if I'd heard of the company LifeWave, and I said no. And she asked me if I had heard of X39, and I said no. And she said, well, I went four-wheeling with my husband Gus today. And I'm like, Kathy, didn't you break your neck when you were 13? She said, yeah, I did. I said, what are you doing four-wheeling? She said, Onyx, my pain's not gone, but it's 85% subsided. I said, didn't you say you only wore this patch for 4 days? She said it was 4 days, Onyx. I said, wow. So she asked me if I knew what photobiomodulation, and I said, yes, I do know what it is. She's like, I knew you would know what this was. And when I came back into the country, I looked at the company and the product, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. So photobiomodulation is what type of patch this is. It's basically a big word that means light therapy. This is not a transdermal patch. It is a frequency patch, which means that it's encoded, it's made with organic crystals, and it's encoded with the frequency. When we stand in the sunlight puts a frequency on our skin that tells our skin to elevate or make vitamin D. When you put on this little X39 patch, it tells your skin to elevate or make GHK copper peptide. Now, I didn't know what that was when I started, and I had to Google it. And when I learned about what GHK copper peptide was, I was like, oh my gosh, this like resets 3,000 to 4,000 of your genes to a younger, more youthful state and activates your body's own stem cells. And I'm like, okay, Kathy, is it expensive? And she's like, no. It's $99 a month for a 30-day supply. I'm like, to activate my own stem cells? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm in. She's like, you are? I said, yeah, I'm in. And so I said, yes. It's been a little over like a week over 3 years since I said yes to LifeWave and to X39. And the Quantum Field X39 organization is the fastest growing organization in the company. Loading. Yeah. And if you're new tonight, I would tell you to pull a pen and paper out. You want to write down this website, start, START, X39.com. And if you want to read about this product or you want to read about GHK copper peptide, that's a great resource for you to be able to do that and learn a little bit more about what this amazing product is. I'll give you the floor back, Steve and Gina.
Onyx, we got you on the call here tonight. Can you tell them a little bit about the company and where it's gone, the momentum that's going on that's so important to the story here? And you were the one that told me, and I was so captivated by it. Let them know that.
Okay. So this is, I think, an 18 or 19-year-old company. And in 2018, corporate did $20 million in sales for the entire year, so annually. This patch, the X39, was launched in January of 2019. It took David 10 years of research and development and $4.5 million to bring this product to market. It launched in January of 19. I joined the last day of July in 19. And we finished the year at $70 million for the year. We finished 2020 through the pandemic at $140 million for the year. We finished last year at $280 million for the year. And we finished the month of June at $25 million. So we're now doing more in a month than we did before this patch was launched in the entire year. X39 makes up 80% of corporate's total sales. So this is the product that you want to focus on. It has been doing amazing things for people. And I don't know, it's very individualized, because when you put this little patch on, it doesn't cure, treat, heal, or mitigate anything. What it does is it gives your body what it needs to heal itself. But everybody always asks, what's it going to do for me? And I say the same thing to everybody. I don't know. The reason I don't know is because Steve's body and Gina's body and my body all have a completely different computer. And my computer knows that this is what it wants my stem cells to do. Gina's computer is telling her stem cells to do something completely different. And Steve's computer is telling his stem cells to do something completely different. So when somebody asks me, what's it going to do for me? I say the same thing. I don't know. Well, we know collagen regrows in the body in 90 days. I'd like you to give this at least a 90-day trial.
Yes.
And it's $299 for 90 days. Who doesn't want to activate your own stem cells for 90 days? Hello, for $99. It makes complete sense. So you can see this is why sales have grown so much. This product is absolutely phenomenal.
Guys, Onyx is the fastest growing distributor in the entire 18-year-old company. And she did that within a 3-year period. And if you understand creating momentum, it takes time. You know, it just didn't happen in that 3 years right away. I would say the last year and a half is where that momentum really started happening. And now, since we all started as well, it's even escalated. But
Correct.
there's a certain time to get started, and the people that choose to really engage right now are going to have a lot more fun too, because we're all engaged. We're having fun doing this together. So that's really exciting.
And I will tell you all that America is actually the #2 market. The #1 market is Japan. America's #2. Now we're right on their tail. We're about to catch them.
Yes,
Yeah.
Give us another probably 6 weeks. We're going to have them, which is exciting.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. It's going to take all of us. Where this organization is going to be in 6 months from now, it's just like, woo! It's going to be absolutely mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. So I'm really excited, because this product is really making a difference in people's lives. But it doesn't grow unless you're out there sharing the product and patching people.
Hey, before we go into other people's testimonies, you've been on the patch longer than all of us. So could you maybe just tell them short term and then maybe long term? You got a long-term testimony for people why they'd want to stay on this patch.
Absolutely. So for me, immediately I noticed I was sleeping better. I don't have aches and pains, so I didn't have any of that sort of thing to be relieved. I have an H spot here on my cheek, and after wearing the patch for about X39 for about 3 weeks, I have a friend who's an esthetician, and she said, Onyx, I said, yeah. She said that H spot on your face is 75% smaller and 75% lighter. And I was like, wow. Then I noticed my hair was growing like crazy, and I'm like, wow, this is wild. Then, and I've consistently worn the patch, 12 hours on, take it off, throw it away, rest and rejuvenate, put a new patch on the next day. Most people, you all put the patches right next to their toothbrush. They brush their teeth in the morning, they put the patch on, they brush their teeth at night, they take the patch off and throw it away. And with the X39, one of the great things is any spot will do. So after using the patch for a year, I have one of those fancy periodontal dentists that maps the pockets in your gums. And so I went into the dentist and I said to the dentist, I went to the dentist and he said to me, Onyx, what's going on? And I said, what do you mean? And he said, 75% of your pockets are gone. I said, they are? He said, yes. He said, has your dental hygiene changed? And I said, no, sir, I'm sorry, it has not. And he said, well, this doesn't make any sense. It doesn't happen. As you get older, this stuff gets worse. And I said, well, I've been wearing this little patch. It's a stem cell activation patch called the X39. He said, wow. So I didn't feel my gums changing. I didn't feel my hair growing. I didn't feel my age spot getting smaller. And look at all these things that happened in my body. And there's other things that have gone on as well. So it's really interesting. We know after 7 days, the blood work in your body actually changes from wearing this patch. So you're going to see some really amazing things happen in your own body that you may or may not feel, but you'll notice the absence or something has improved. It's really fascinating.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're
All right,
welcome.
we're gonna hear more from Onyx in a little bit. So appreciate that information. Wow. I mean, again, the key point is the momentum that's happening right now and how, you know, you don't need to only be looking for a feeling. This product is working that you don't even know what it's doing, and you will find that out as you go. So we got a few testimonies here to go through. First of all, I got my friend Peter Skelke. He's got a son that's special needs son. His name is Luke, and we heard from him about a few weeks ago, but he's got a few updates on how he's doing. And I really want to hear about this. And this is part of that tear jerking testimonies that Gina and I have been experiencing. So Peter, are you on here tonight?
Yeah, do you hear me?
We hear
Yes,
you.
we hear you, Peter.
Maybe we'll find
Okay. I just wanted to let you know that he is doing amazing. His fog is completely lifted. He's having so much more eye contact with me and other people. It's incredible what's going on with him. Do you still hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
we hear you.
Yes, we hear you.
Okay. He also he has very bad cystic acne, and I've been getting it cleared up maybe 25% with antibiotics and some creams. And after 2 days, I was like noticing his face look clearer, and it's been like, I guess almost 10 days already, or 2 weeks on the patch. His face is like 75% clearer.
Wow.
Wow.
And his he had like eczema on his elbows and the back of his arms. And I looked in the shower because I shower him twice a day, in the morning and at night, and it was gone. His eczema is completely gone. I don't put creams on him.
Wow.
All I've been doing on the back of his neck is the patch. Now, I originally I didn't go to you and see you for Luke. I went for me for my lower back pain,
Right.
which after a day was 50% better.
Wow.
After 2 days, 70. It's still like I might have 10% of my back pain. I've had chronic lower back pain for a long time, and I get in and out of my car fine, and I could barely notice it. Barely notice it. I know it's definitely working. And with Luke's therapist with the puzzles, he's doing these 300-piece puzzles in like 45 minutes.
Wow.
I can't even stay focused to do a 300.
Either.
And so we get puzzles from him. He does like 8 or 9 of them after school.
Wow.
I don't know. He just loves puzzles. But he is doing amazing. I just have to say thank you for introducing me to the product. For anything else, just for our health reasons, I thank you, and hopefully for financial reasons in the future.
Absolutely. Peter,
But
that
Luke is doing so amazing, and I don't know. I'm speechless. He's just. Oh, and also I got to say he's more active. He used to be very lazy and not want to go out and do things. Now he always wants to do more active stuff, like with his therapist, with the physical therapy. He's going on the elliptical on like level 3 for like 35, 40 minutes. And I don't know, it doesn't sound like a lot, but try to do those life cycles and elliptical machines and this treadmill for a good amount of time. It's not easy for us. And he's low tone and he's going at it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And Peter, you'd mentioned to me that he's like come out of his fog.
Yes, me too. Also, I've always had a little fog, but he's given like more eye contact, and you could see he's getting a more of a sense of humor. He's sarcastic, and I'll see him laughing when I say something, like he's listening more to me. He's paying attention more.
That's amazing. Well, hey,
So-
thanks, Peter. Thanks for sharing.
What
We
a
really-
blessing, Peter.
Wow.
He's having
Yeah.
such better quality of life. What a blessing this product is.
If anybody wants to look up his condition, they have him as diagnosed on the autism spectrum, but he has something called 1p36 deletion syndrome. 1p36 deletion syndrome. Google that when you have a chance, and you can see what some of the kids look like and what they go through. And they see some of these kids, it messes up because he's missing some genes. It messes up with his body. It's a bad disease. 1 out of 10,000 get it.
Wow.
So this could be a miracle.
Yes.
It is a miracle. Thank you. All right. Thanks, Peter.
We
So
didn't plan on saying that at the same time, but
Jinx.
that's what we were saying. Just for those of you who are listening, this is so emotional for Steve and I because we know Peter.
yeah,
And he's a great guy. And just to see the improvement of his son and the better quality of life and the more attention that he has and that he's cooperating more, he's doing more, the therapist is seeing change. What a blessing this product is.
Oh, he sits still at restaurants now. I could take him out to eat. He sits still at the restaurant.
Wow.
Awesome.
Okay.
okay.
Thank you, Peter.
All right, that's enough.
We did want to tell everyone too that, this patch is not healing anyone. What it's doing, and we got so many new people on here, just like when you go out in the sun, the ultraviolet rays of that sun activates vitamin D in your system. When you put this X39 patch on, the organic nanocrystals that are formulated in this patch take and activate your copper peptide. If you Google that's the holy grail of reversing aging, which reactivates your own stem cells. So your body is healing itself, and it's doing this in little Luke's body. So this is incredible, but we're not making any claims that the patch is doing anything. It's your own body that is taking care and healing itself, reprogramming your own body. And that's why it's happening so quickly. I asked in an interview, if you haven't seen the interview that Onyx, Gina, and I did with
David Schmidt.
David Schmidt, thank you. He explains that this isn't like a supplement that you have to wait for the product to go through your bloodstream. You put this on and it starts activating immediately.
Boom. Yeah.
So you can see results very quickly. We've got Tim Harper. Let me see if Tim is on the line.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we can hear
we
you, Tim.
Tim.
All right. Yes. Thank you. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Steve.
No, go ahead.
Okay. I appreciate, I'm excited, extremely excited. This patch right here and X39
Yeah.
has absolutely changed my life. And I was sitting in my boat on the lake when I came into this business, when Tim Gidley got a hold of me. And I wanted to do a shout out to my team in Beckley. Adam Mead and them are having a Zoom party at his house tonight, and John and Stacy and them, and they're going wild with this. And there's so many results, and just a quick rundown of my testimony and my background. In 2020, in July the 13th, I was camping with my family, and I had a viral infection in my heart that I was unaware of, which caused me to have a blood clot in my heart. So I threw a clot and had a stroke, and in the occipital part of my brain and in the back of my head. And so I lost vision in my left peripheral, in my left eye, also my right eye, left peripheral. So it's been extremely hard for me to see in that aspect. And then to treat the blood clot, they give me blood thinners. And then 2 weeks after that, I had brain hemorrhage. I bled back out the stroke area, which I bled back into the right lobe and then the frontal lobe. So they had to do a cranioectomy when they life flighted me out, and took the bone flap from what they took out and froze it for 3 months, put it back in. And then that began to dissolve. So now I've got a piece of plastic in my head, a PEEK implant, but I've been through a lot in the last 2.5 years. And I shouldn't honestly be able to even have this type of conversation and continue like this. But God has been so good to me and blessed me. And not only did he bless me by letting me live, but he spared my life. And I believe with all my heart that X39 and LifeWave is part of my destiny. He spared me, for part of this, for this as well. Now, the patch, what has the patch done for me? It has given me so much more energy. if I would go out and just weed eat and work in the yard, it would take me 3 days to recover. I was so sore and so worn out, but it's given me energy. The soreness is gone. I haven't worn my glasses now for almost 4 weeks, and my eyesight has improved. I know my body, and so the fog that I have in my mind, the traumatic brain injury that I have, I'm able to focus a lot more. And not only that, I'm able to do things on task a lot more than I have in the past. So it's really Steve and Jenny and Onyx, has changed my life. And I appreciate Tim Gidley introducing this to me.
Wow.
And I'm extremely excited about it and for the future of this. It is absolutely has just blown me away. I did not want anything else to do with an MLM, but you got to understand that when he mentioned this to me and I was sitting on the lake and texting him my information to come into the business and to order the patches, I was comfortable. I had no reservation whatsoever, and I still don't today.
All right.
Wow,
And you know what? It's
Beautiful.
peace. I'm telling you, it's it's just amazing what we got going on here. And it's really exciting to hear that testimony. And now you got a responsibility to bless somebody else.
That's
because
right.
so many people, like I said,
Yes.
are praying for different situations like yourself. So another tearjerker, and we're just excited to be connecting with you, Tim. Really, really seriously. So thanks for sharing tonight.
Thank you, Steve. Thank
Okay,
you.
now we've got Maria Elena and Chuck Gilbert. Maybe we can find them somewhere on here. Are you guys on the Zoom tonight?
Yes,
Okay, great.
I'm
Just
here.
Start going away. I know you guys are in construction. You got a successful construction company. Tell us a little bit about what the patch has been doing for you.
All right. My husband, we are in the middle 60s. We are hands-on the construction. It's not a big construction company, but that's what we do. And I was really worried about my husband because he was getting so tired in the afternoons that it was really pitiful to see him. He's a strong man, and see him like sometimes take naps for 3 hours or something, you know. It was kind of like I was really worried. And then my friend Marisela, she offered me this patch, and I said, well, that's better, because I was already thinking taking him to the doctor, and you were maybe low in some vitamins or something. And so she offered me that, and let me tell you, it has been such a blessing, because here we are, is what time? 8:30 at night, and we're still going. We're still kicking it. And for me, the night sleep is so cool. I sleep straightforward, and him too. And a good test was tonight at church. Usually, you know, we start working at 6, 7 in the morning, and church is at 7. And usually I fall asleep. It's not because it's boring. It's just because you are sitting in the air conditioning in a comfortable, chair. And I can stand it. I have to, I fall asleep. I have to chew gum or something so I don't fall asleep. And tonight, hey, nothing. I didn't even yawn or nothing. And I really, really appreciate this. This is a blessing. I know God, is mightyful. He created these perfect bodies that we have. But if somebody like blessing with this talent to put this patch together to help us live a better life, hey, amen to that. And I'm really grateful for it.
Wow. Thank you so much, Maria Elena. Really appreciate your testimony. And think about that. How many people need some more energy doing the things that they're doing? And this also gives you hope that one day you can be free, because it's an incredible, incredible business plan that we're going to talk about in a little bit. So thanks, guys, for sharing. Last testimony we've got is Larry Allenbach from Fort McMurray, Canada. Can we get him on here? He's going to tell you a little bit about his testimony.
Yeah, I'm on here, Steve. Can you hear me okay?
Fantastic. Go ahead, Larry.
All right, where do I start? I was in another province when you called me. I was in Ontario, and you called me out of the blue, and when I saw your name on the phone, I said, I better answer this. Steve, that doesn't call for nothing. So it was kind of a rough time, actually, because my brother had just passed away. We're at his wake, actually. And I answered the phone anyways, because I said, I need something positive here. So Steve said to me, Larry, what are you doing? I found something. You gotta see what this is all about. I said, what is it? He told me a little bit about it. I said, Steve, I've had chronic back pain for over 3 years. I don't care how much this is. Here's my credit card. Let's go. And he said, okay, let's do it. So anyways, I was numb for about another, I guess, 8 to 10 days after that. So when I arrived home, it was the next weekend, and my patches showed up at the front door. My wife was very excited. She said, hey, they're here. I said, perfect, slap one on. I gotta go. I got a lot to do. So I was working all weekend on my cars. My son and I, we race, and I have 3 cars in various stages of development. So I had one that had just put a motor in, and I was working on it all weekend. Put about 15 hours in, laying over this little sports car. And I could not have done that before. There's no way in the world. We also had our grandkids over. I was able to pick up my granddaughter, toss her up in the air because she gets a big kick out of it. I did that about 10 or 15 times. And I said, how on earth did I do that? I couldn't have done that, not even a week ago. What is going on with this thing? I was freaking out. So I start to think of, who do I know that's suffering from something like this? So we know a couple of friends from church that said, hey guys, check this out. I think this will really help you a lot, because my buddy, he's a bodybuilder. He's torn just about everything like Steve. He's been all busted up over the years. But he started on it, and he couldn't believe it. His wife had a bad car wreck a few years back. She had chronic pain in the neck because she had some fused vertebrae in her neck, and migraines just about every day. She's got amazing results from it. We've been going everywhere, patching the whole town. I've been at the racetrack for the last couple of weekends. We're patching people at the track. Everybody's busted. Anyone over the age of 30 has something broken, and everybody wants to try it. No one has said no yet. They're like, no, this sounds too good to be true. What on earth is it all about? And this, I love this video link that Onyx has set up. This website is amazing. It's perfect. It's simple. It's easy. Hey guys, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. All I know is this works. Have a look at this. They check it out. They call back or follow up, and they're like, all right, this is amazing. How do we get this? Yeah. And we came in on the big path. I was so excited about it. I said, I don't care if I get 19 months of this stuff to help me out, then I'll take and use it all myself. But we ended up just spreading it all over the place. And what we've been doing is everybody comes on board. People come in on the silver or the gold or the platinum pack, whatever. We just take one of ours and we give it to them. We give them a sleeve, and then that way they can get started right away. And then when theirs comes in the next week, then they just give it back. We just been recycling like that as we're going along here. And it's working very well. We've got lots of people on board. We've got a couple of people on our team that are just about done manager as well. So we're really excited for that. That helps us by helping them. It's a beautiful thing.
Wow. Hey,
So
thanks.
Larry, that website that you're using, is it startx39.com?
It sure is. Yeah.
Okay, good. So that everybody knows.
It's the best one. Startx39.com. Everybody loves it. It's a great, quick little video. And anyone that wants to know more, they don't have to ask me, because I don't know a whole lot about it. I could tell stories of lies, whatever, but that's not the way to do it. People want to see something simple. The way to do this, you set it up so it's easily duplicatable. Anybody can do this.
Larry, thank you so much. And I'm so excited for you up there in Fort McMurray, Canada. If no one's ever been there, it gets down to 56 below zero. Oh. I've been there. And they definitely need their stem cells reactivating up there. So right now it's cozy in the summer, but thanks for sharing, and it's incredible. So to talk a little bit more about the website and how incredible the startx39.com is, as well as a couple more features about the product. We got Renita Brennan. Now, one thing about Renita, tonight's call, we've got a 30-day presidential director and a 42-day presidential director. Yes. That's coming up right now. And I will say this much, that the main reason Gina and I came over here, we were praying and searching for over a year. We bumped into Onyx at Gina's birthday party on April 1st. That's her birthday. And, our goal was to come here to,
yes,
so our friends,
I was 60.
Yeah, but you still asked 22. Okay. and she and we wanted to have our friends be blessed. So the fact that we have people that are opening their mouth, like Larry here, like Renita and Scott, like Mike and Sai and so many others, but it proves right here that this platform is open for anybody. If they can go presidential director in 30 days, maybe it takes you 60, 90 days, maybe a year. Don't worry about it. Point is, if they can do it, you can do it. So Renita, if you're on here, let's hear from you tonight.
Hey, can you hear me? Let me play the song. It's our theme song. We all gotta be getting it. Come on.
Yeah.
You know what MLM stands for? Major Life Miracles, baby. That's what I'm talking about over here.
All right.
Let's go. Yeah, you know, I am so honored to be part of this team, you guys. I love you, Onyx. I love you, Steve and Gina. We actually just checked in down here at the convention, and I love how our room key actually says, they actually gave us LifeWave room keys. I'm like, this is awesome, right? So cool. But I love Start X39. Let's talk about where you start. Like, we have shared Start X39 with doctors, nurses, lay people, surgeons, chiropractors, the next door neighbor. Like, when people say, where do I begin? Start X39 with everybody, you guys. I don't care if they're a professional networker or they're a doctor, because that website has everything from the science, for all you science minds out there, from the science all the way down to the stories. If you scroll all the way to the very bottom of that, there's all kinds of testimonies about everything from MS to fibromyalgia to Crohn's, you name it. It's all on there. So you got to get engaged with Start X39. I always love it when people say, I don't know where to begin. I'm like, start X39, baby. Everybody's got to do it. I want to talk a little bit, Steve. We did go presidential in the first month. I was a little disappointed. I was shooting for a senior, but we'll hit it. But I want to talk more about my mom. My mom, you know, Pearl.
Yes.
My mom loves Steve and Gina. She used to just listen to Steve's.
I think she really likes Steve.
Oh God, she loves Steve. She
Pearl.
Okay. That's
Pearl
okay,
loves
Pearl.
Steve. Yep. And so my mom, her Parkinson's has been amazing. And I know that I'm not supposed to talk about testimony because that's not what this section is, but I'm just going to tell you, my mom's Parkinson's is so freaking phenomenal. My mom is sharing the patch. She went manager. She's almost director. My mom literally, she went from like having no purpose, you guys, you know, hobbling around the room. I mean, on day 11 of the patch, she was walking without the walker and like it was nothing. And I was like, Dad, are you noticing anything different about Mom? And he's like, yeah, she's not using the walker in the morning. And so it's been a total blessing for her health with the Parkinson's, but bigger than that, that's huge, right? Like, I mean, my God, it's changed her health. But bigger than that, it's giving her this sense of purpose. She says to me today, I got to figure out who I can talk to tomorrow about this patch. Like, she's literally taking the patch to Parkinson's classes and patching. I said, don't just patch the people with Parkinson's, patch the instructor.
Yes.
Get the instructor patch. So my mom is tearing this thing up. My dad's going to Pinnacle. You guys, my dad was like about dead. He had multiple organ failure in January. We've been through hell and back with the medical establishment. They told him he was never going to get off the drugs. Now, I'm not going to tell you that the patch is going to cure you, but God designed our bodies to heal. Just get used to saying that out loud. God, sometimes that makes people feel uncomfortable. God designed our bodies to heal. So I took my dad to 12 different doctors. His skin was oozing like Jesus. Like, it was just crazy stuff happening. And lots of money, lots of doctor's appointments. And the last doctor said to him, you know what, you're going to have to live with those oozing legs. And the old hard Marine said, no, I'm not. No, Semper Fi, not living with those oozing legs. So he's like, Renita, what do we got? I put the patch on my dad, you guys. I upped his electrolytes, which I would recommend all of you tell your people to do, not just drink more water. Most water in our country is full of parasites and poisons. You got to get some good spring water. Go buy a case for yourself somewhere and put a pinch of Himalayan sea salt in there. Eat some watermelon, eat some avocado. That's rich in potassium. Your body functions on a sodium potassium balance. And when you do that, you up those electrolytes, it turns on those mitochondria to repair. Anyway, so we did that with my dad, patched him up, got him on the electrolytes. You guys, my dad had hypertension. He was on 4 blood pressure medications, 4. The darn doctor told me he's never going to get off them until he dies. My dad's like, no way, Jose. So he took himself off of it like 8 weeks ago. This is prior to the patch. He took himself off. I'm like, I don't know if that's the best idea. You got hypertension, you got an abdominal aortic aneurysm that could bust at any second. He goes, I'm not taking those pills. I'm like, okay, we got to patch you up. So about 2 weeks after that, we started patching him up, put him on the electrolytes. Do you know my dad? I called him last night from Florida. He goes, Renita, I now have low blood pressure. He said, Renita, my blood pressure is now 106/62 when I wake up in the morning. 3 days in a row of low blood pressure. I'm getting down to where your mother's at. I'm like, you guys, you want to see your aging parents feel good, don't you? Like, I'm just like, I love my mom. My dad's 80, my mom's 76. I mean, I want them to feel good, right? I mean, this stuff is life-changing. It is not an MLM. It is not an MLM. You know what this is? Major life miracles. And for some people, that's physically. For others, that's financially. I'm like, my mom and dad live on a fixed income. They could barely freaking afford to get their teeth fixed, right? And so guess what? Now mom's like, I made what? $900? I love this. So
Great.
as excited as I am about us, you know, like flying through the ranks, I am so thrilled like that it's given my mom and dad like this purpose. And now they've changed their verbiage from talking about all the negative, because talking about your negative and sickness is like a frequency, right? It's like a negative vibe, right? Yeah. And they've switched that over to now where they're talking about like, I have low blood pressure. My dad's like laughing about it on the phone. Listen, he couldn't even freaking get off the couch 5 weeks ago. I took him to Mayo and I actually said to him, are you dying or are you healing when I put the patch on him? Because the first 2 weeks he slept like, I don't know, a bear in hibernation. And so some people, when they start on the patch, I'm going to let you know this right now, you might get a little bit fatigued. You know what? Your body is telling you, I got to lay you down and shut your eyes to heal you. You can't be out there kicking butt, taking names, going to work, drinking caffeine, drinking energy drinks. I need to lay you down and shut your eyes so that I can heal your body. You should be praising the Lord if you are getting tired when you put this patch on, because there's some deep level of healing, like Onyx said, that we don't even know is happening. We can't see it, but you have to honor the body. You have to honor how God created us. So I said to my dad, are you dying? Like with all the sleep you're doing here, or are you healing? And he goes, I'm definitely healing. I was like, praise the Lord, he's healing, right? And so with all of this being said, my mom calls me today. She goes, Nita, your dad's been walking with me for the last 3 days. My dad couldn't walk because his peripheral artery disease, his legs were blue. They looked like hell. And he's like, I'm walking the square with your mother and the dog. Like, I mean, you guys, you can't make this stuff up.
No,
when people are saying, I don't know if I believe it. I'm like, I don't care if you believe it. I know what I see. And like, I'm just going to tell you the truth about what's going on with my family. And it's a miracle. And it's a financial miracle. It's a physical miracle. It's a community miracle. It's a miracle that we're all connected again. It's just a whole bunch of miracles going on. Anyway, Start X39 is where every single person, from the young to the old, to the athlete, to the networker, to the doctor, they all start at start. They all start. It's right in there. It gives you clues. Start. We all start at Start X39. Got it? Like, it's super simple. Keep it elementary.
Thank you so much, guys. You know what? Again, Renita, it's amazing. This product is so sophisticated, but anyone can understand it because you put the patch on and it starts reactivating your own stem cells. So you don't have to go so deep into it. But those that want to, you're going to look so good when you share startx39.com with a professional that wants to have more of an analytical look to it. So amazing, amazing. This is a team product website. Onyx helped put this together. She put it together. The key is most networkers, you wonder why some people don't succeed in networking.
She didn't help put it together.
She did it. Onyx put this together for us.
Thank you.
And we've got but the key is that a normal networking person that would sign up into a network share their company website, but the people get lost in the minutia. They see the money, the trips, they see the other products. This focuses right on the product that is working. And if you've never succeeded before in a network, you will here if you open your mouth, because we've set you up for success. Okay. We can't guarantee anything, but I will tell you this much. If you are willing to work and change and put the effort in, it's going to, the patch will do the talking for you.
Come on, Renita's mom.
I'm like, my mom is 76. I got my son.
Come on, I mean, I don't want to embarrass anybody.
Parents, they're going director, you guys. I mean, come on, if you're not doing this, you're totally just making excuses. You got to get after it. This is so much fun.
That's great.
I mean, we just don't stop smiling. Smiling is contagious too, by the way. You better start smiling more.
And there is the website that we're talking about right there, startx39.com. Take a quick picture, okay? It's in English, it's in Spanish, and you can start sharing it with your friends. That's the key site. Don't share nothing else, only this website when you're sharing it with a new potential person. We've got a patent on our product. July 2020, the patent came out. Think about it. You heard the momentum that's going on. What if you had a product that no other network had, no other conventional company has? Nobody can have access to this product except us. And by the way, David Schmidt's got over 130 patents. He knows how to protect a patent. And it's exciting that we've got a product that everybody wants, but they only can get it from you. So you start talking about it right now. Let's talk a little bit about the money real quick. I'm going to go through this quickly. I just shot a video that you can see. It's on our team website that Onyx is going to talk about later, that you can watch and get more up to dates. But basically, we build a binary that's only two teams, a right team and a left team. And you are going to build that down. You're going to cycle as you put volume into it, and you get paid up to $25,000 a week in the binary compensation plan. You probably don't even need to hear about the next portion of the plan, which is our matching bonus portion. If you don't get excited of over $1 million a year from our binary part of the comp plan, and you get paid extra, the company even rewards you more for the people that you do bring in. I do want to reiterate the binary plan. You get paid for the people that get placed underneath you that you don't know. So we've got a ton of new guests on here tonight. Get your form in that Gina talked about earlier, and get yourself signed up, because you don't know who's going to get placed underneath you in the next hour, 2 hours. You wake up in the morning, you see people, because your friend, if they have people on here tonight, that means they've got more than just you on here. So make sure you get yourself a spot, because I've never heard of anything where you get paid for people you don't know in sales. Usually you got to bring them all to the table. Well, our matching bonus, you get paid extra for the people you bring to the table, 25% for your personals. Very similar to franchising. You set up a person, you help them win, succeed, you're going to get paid like a franchise, 25% of their business. When they bring somebody in, 20% for the second generation and 20% for the third generation. Kind of looks a little bit like this. That's you. You build a right team and a left team, and you earn up to $25,000 per week in our binary for the people that not only you put in, but the people that your sponsor puts in, the people that their sponsor puts in, the people that your friends put in underneath your friends. Nobody knows anybody, but everybody gets paid from everybody up to $25,000 a week. Again, if you're brand new, you might not understand everything the first time, but you will learn as you start patching people. And I guarantee Renita's mom does not know how to explain the compensation plan, but she made $900.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to know how to make money. So before we go into anything else, we're going to just bring up Mike and Cy Hernandez. And the reason why before I bring them up, I want to let you know, Renita and Scott went presidential director in 30 days. This couple did it in 42 days. When you get started with us, you are going to ride off this momentum.
Yes.
If you choose to engage. This is the time to get started, when everybody is having fun, winning and running for the next rank, which is going to in turn help bless you financially, which is going to be able to bless other people as well. So Mike and Cy Hernandez, I think they're under.
I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Great. Great. All right, my friends. Congratulations. 42 days.
Yes.
Thank you. Hey, guys. Excited to be a part of this.
Yes.
It's funny. I was talking to a friend earlier, and I said, listen, the last thing we thought we would be doing again is another MLM run. Even though I say that, I have to be careful how I say this, because it's the thing that changed our life. Yes. I met this couple about 16 years ago, Steve and Gina Merritt, and we were so broke we couldn't afford to pay attention. And running with these guys and, trying to keep up with these guys, we made multiple seven figures. So I was in a position where, I was a little turned off by the industry, just because I know when we got started, we had something similar in the sense that we had a product that was working for people, and it was working fast for the people, in the sense that it would only take about 2 weeks to get results. All right. And at the time, we had a product, nothing like this. We had a product that no one knew what it was. We had to, sort of explain to people what it was. But later on, we had other things that, copycatted us, if that's a word. And we've been looking around, and I haven't found anything exciting, since we had that first run. And everything out there, like Steve says, I consider to be another Me Too product. There's so many collagens, there's so many CBDs, there's so many lotions, potions, and services, and weight loss and energy drinks. And it's just not fun. You're dealing with another 20, 30, 40, 50 companies that have the same thing. And now you have to try and convince somebody why his use is better. This is just God sent. And I thank God Almighty that I picked up the phone when Gina Merritt called. And I thank God that I didn't even get too much information. I said, Steve, look, I don't know, but you're talking about some key words. You talked to me about some testimonies, spoke to me about stem cells. I said, listen, I don't know what you're doing, but here's my credit card. That was exactly what I said. And I thank God I did, because guys, if you understand the urgency about getting in, you don't know who's going to come in below you. The last thing you want to do is wait for a testimony. I didn't wait for a testimony. I waited in just based on the fact that Steve told me what I was doing for folks. And nowadays, you can jump on something like this and hear about all the testimonies that people are having. So guys, the biggest mistake you can do is wait till you get a testimony. Get in, get your position, because the beautiful thing is the only thing you have to risk is somebody coming in below you and you're not grabbing that position like we're talking about, because this is money back guarantee. As a customer, the company gives you 90-day money back guarantee. That's never been seen, never been done. It tells you the company has a little bit of confidence in this product. Right. 90 days back guarantee. Distributor, we have 30 days. So what we tell people is like, listen, get in. This is what's happening. There's urgency. We're building fast. We're in full momentum. Money back guarantee. You have nothing to lose. If you have no patches left at the end of the 30 days, you call the company. The company asks no questions. Get involved. Another thing I want to talk about, guys, is this. When I got involved, I didn't have to wait 5 business days, 3, 4, 5 business days, depending on where you are, to get my product. Steve Merritt lived 15 minutes away. You know what he did? He got me involved. First of all, he made a mistake. He got me in on a gold pack. The very day after I did my research and I go online and start hearing, he shared some product with us. It works fast, guys. 75% and 80% of the people that are wearing it, they're getting their feelings right away. But like Onyx said, you're getting more benefits than you can feel. So Steve got me on a 5-pack. He brought it over right away. The next day I called him up just because after one night of sharing with some of our friends and family members, myself, I said, Steve, what's the biggest pack? He said, diamond. I said, what did you get in on? He said, diamond. I said, so you screwed up. I need a diamond pack. So, guys, all right? When people come in, I am giving them, if they come in on a 5-pack, I'm giving them their 5-pack. And I said, when you come in, where yours comes in, give me mine. Today I was with a doctor. Guys, we have a sophisticated product. Never, ever have I seen so many professionals, doctors, getting other doctors involved, because they're seeing what this is doing, guys. And it's not that they're taking the time to read the information and read the studies and read the patents. It's because guys, this is a no-brainer. So what I'm doing today, I had one of my doctors, Dr. Nick, I believe he's on here now. And he's like, Mike, I need to upgrade, because the doctor who got him involved upgraded, and he upgraded, and he signed up a firecracker today, Emily. I believe she's on the line too. And Emily got on, and I said, hey, Emily, here. I'm not going to wait for your 5-pack to get here, to get to your house. By the time I got home, she said, Mike, I patched up 3 people. That's the power of having enough product with you. So don't wait, guys. Listen, you can't not have a tire shop without having a bunch of tires. All right? If not, they're gonna go next door and they're gonna buy tires somewhere else. So this is a business. If you treat it like a hobby, you're gonna get hobby results. Okay? Really, really important. Really, really important.
We're just super excited with this testimony. Testimonies is what gets me, because I know that if you get the testimonies, you have the product, and it's gonna be easy, because all you gotta do is patch enough people up, and you're gonna get the results. And money is a consequence of getting people feeling better and feeling the results. And this is a no risk, like he said. So I think, some people can be struggling, because when we started in this industry, we didn't have the money to be giving away product, so make it work for you. If you have to sell something, sell it to, you know, for it to make sense, your business to make sense, and you could pay off your product, or you can sell these packs, whatever works for you. You know, to make it work for you. That's all I say, because this, if you don't tell people, somebody else will. This is getting around like wildfire.
Fast.
Because it's working so well, guys.
And the last thing, guys, I'm gonna say is this. One thing that I tend to do is I call it my shotgun approach. Anyone who I get in front of, I ask, okay, if it's Saeed, I say, hey, who do you live with? Who's nearby you? Who do you know that's suffering from any? Guys, we've learned more about health issues in the last 2 weeks than I have in the last 40 years of my life. I'll be 50 next week. My God, I can't believe that. But I've learned more about health issues because people are calling me back. Oh my God, Mike, I had this problem. I have that. I never knew what neuropathy was. And I've heard about neuropathy so much in the last 3-4 weeks that it's incredible. Now I'm targeting people for neuropathy. So like we say, it doesn't heal. It's just helping the body do what it's capable of doing. And guys, this is stem cell treatment, right? If you look at the stem cell treatment out there, it's between $7,000 to $100,000. And guess what? One shot doesn't cover it. You have to do multiple shots. So this, guys, it's affordable. It's one patches every single day. And guys, everyone you know is going to know about this product sooner or later. Whether without you, whether without me, it's going to happen. Right now, we have the opportunity to run with these guys. These guys are industry leaders. And listen, don't compare yourself to guys like us who've been in the industry for about 15, 16 years. It took us 16 years to be able to get to this level today. And look, we've sponsored 30-something people to get to this level. I remember my first goal. No, that's where we are now. We got to 30-something by the time we got to presidential. And your first goal should be, whether it takes you a week, a month, a year, 20 people to your left, 22 people to your right. And trust me when I tell you that 20% of them are going to run with or without you. And you're going to sit back, guys, and you're going to reap the benefits.
And you know what? Sometimes you might not have you might not feel anything. Like you might not feel aches and pains, or you might not have anything. So target people you know. That's why when Mike and I, when we talk to somebody, we tell them, okay, who do you know that feels something? Who do you know has neuropathy? Who do you know has pains? Who do you know has whatever it is? And then you make them think, and that way, you know.
So that they get convinced. At the same time, they might not do for whatever because they don't have any issues.
Exactly.
Everyone around them. But this is what happened, guys. They don't just come back. They come back with 5-6 people behind them who had all these results, and now you get a flood of word of mouth. So, guys, listen, we're so fired up. We thank you, Steve and Gina. We thank you, Onyx, and most importantly, we thank God Almighty that He's blessed us 2 times through you guys. So.
Hey guys, real quick, we're talking to you. As long as we got you on the line, can you tell everyone the importance? Now, we want everyone to come in where they feel comfortable. There's a silver pack that's $2.99. That's 3 sleeves. There's a gold pack, which you need to get at least so that you get paid in the business is at $4.99. But just tell them why the diamond pack, which is 19 sleeves and $15.99, the value of it, real quick, because the value of the pack.
So quickly, guys, like I said, we've got people who are jumping in at diamond, and we have people that later on they're realizing, man, I should have gotten the diamond pack for several reasons. And whenever they do, whether you sign somebody right away as a diamond, or when they upgrade as a diamond, instead of getting $200 for when you bring in somebody as a diamond, or when someone in your organization brings someone as a diamond and they're not diamonds, you get $500 instead of 2. I don't like to leave money on the table. All right. We want to get compensated as much as possible. And also it takes care of your following 2 months of auto ship. So that's another $200 each month that you're going to save on. And obviously, like I said, just the importance of having extra product, guys. People are going to ask you what you did, and you can just show them this is what we're doing and why it makes sense. So if you want to be able to recuperate your investment quick, it's as easy as 3 people that you personally sponsored, or some 3 people that came in as diamonds through your organization because they messed up and they didn't sign up as a diamond. You're going to be compensated. We're getting bonuses all the time. We're like, where's those $300 come from? Well, someone in your organization who didn't come in as a diamond sponsored someone who did come in as a diamond. And because we're a diamond, we got it. Had I not come in as a diamond, Steve and Gina would have gotten that money. And I know they're happy that I'm getting
holding back, telling you.
Organization to get it. So I listen, like we say, we made extreme sacrifices at the beginning. And sometimes, to tell you the truth, it's good to have that little extra pressure on you. I know that when I walked out of Steve and Gina Merritt's house, back in 2006, and I was praying that my credit card went through, and it did. When we left their house, and I'm carrying all the product into my car, my wife turns around and she says, "What are we gonna do with all this product? We spend all this money." I'm like, "I don't know, but I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna get it done." So I had pressure on myself to get it done, guys. And sometimes that's what we need, So yeah.
All right. Hey, thanks for sharing. One thing you'll notice from Renita and from Mike and Saeed is they got an attitude. Their belief level is up there. And by just plugging into these events and getting around this community that we've been talking about, it's going to help your belief level as well. Talk to people with a bit of an attitude. We're not going to leave anyone hanging, by the way. You get started tonight. You can stay up. If you can't sleep tonight, we've got the system that's there set for you, so you know exactly what to do and how to do it. Our friend Onyx Coale put this system together, and we're all being part of it. I mean, we're starting to implement it even more to add value to it. But right now, everything is in place for you to duplicate what these guys have done. Onyx, why don't you share a little bit about the QFTeamBiz.com and the 331 system?
Perfect. So if you haven't been there, I encourage you to write it down. QF Team, TEAM Biz. Here's a picture of the site. Get your phone out, grab a photograph of that right there. It's a 9-step system that'll go through everything that you need to learn in order to build the business. But I always say to everyone, you don't need to know it all up front. Get started. These little patches do the job for you. Just start putting the patch on. Remember at the beginning of this call, I told you that a girlfriend of mine called me about the patch, and I began promoting and sharing this product based on her testimonial. I didn't have a patch in my own hand. So when like Steve said, if you're up late tonight because you can't sleep because you're so excited, fine, spend a little time working and learning on the site. Learn in the nooks and crannies of your life, but the most important thing is the 331 system. It is such a simple system, but it really duplicates and replicates. And what it means is to go out and patch 3 people a day, introduce this product to 3 people a day, follow up with 3 people a day, and invite 1 a day to a Zoom, just like this call, and watch your business grow. So at the end of one day, you will have done 3 people, but at the end of 1 week, you will introduce this product in some way to 21 different people. Your skills will improve. It's like Mike was talking about. It took him 16 years to figure out how to do this in 42 days, because for 16 years, he was out there figuring out, how do I talk to people? How do I introduce? What do I do? So this website will help you with that. And you're going to love this system. Everybody loves this system. You'll enjoy it.
And we can connect on multiple different ways. When you go to the QF Team Biz, right?
Yep. So if you look right here, Sierra just put up that website, slide for us. If you would take your phone out, you could take a click of that. You can connect with us, this whole group on Facebook. You can connect with us on the Telegram app. We have just a general app that you all can interact. We interact with each other. And then there's another Telegram app that actually has over 2,000 testimonials that are people from my organization. So if you want to find a specific symptom or a specific issue, you can hear what somebody's testimonial is about that right from that Telegram group and the recording that was done. So everything you need to be a success is here. The only thing you've got to bring with you is your work ethic. And so all I suggest everybody do is that you build this business in the nooks and crannies of your life, just going out and approaching 3 people a day about X39.
Thank you, Onyx, so much. And I appreciate you putting that site together so everyone can get up to speed as fast as tonight. But Onyx did inform Gina and I, don't look and waste all your time on that site. Put a little bit of ignorance on fire to work. And it's exactly what we did. So we didn't know everything, but people are very open to stem cell therapy and what can happen for them. And they're praying for all the things we heard tonight, their health especially. So thanks again for putting that together so everyone can get up to speed.
My pleasure. Remember, everybody, that we're a team. And so one of the neat things about building a network marketing business, which I didn't understand because I had never done it until Steve and Gina approached me, whatever it was, 10 years ago. I had never built one before. And what I recognize is that you're not going to go anywhere unless you help other people get someplace. And so there's a whole group of people, whether you're texting your upline, whether you're texting Steve or texting Gina or texting myself, or whether you're asking a question on one of these groups, we're all here to help you succeed. You are not alone in this opportunity. So building ignorance on fire, for me, is one of the best ways to do this business. I agree 100%, Steve.
Okay, so you know what? It's been great time tonight. Gina's going to wrap it up, going to tell you a little again how to enroll and a couple of things that are coming up.
Awesome.
So, hey, if you have an order form, that's what you want to fill out and get to the person who invited you tonight. That's going to be your sponsor. They're going to walk you through this journey. It's incredible. Or maybe they sent you a link. You can also use a link. And remember, get in at the package that you feel comfortable, whatever you can afford. Don't go overboard. If you don't have $15.99, it's okay. You get in where you feel comfortable, you can upgrade. And once you upgrade to that final package, Diamond, that's the final package that you have to get. So you just gradually upgrade, or if you want to go ahead and get the $15.99 package so you have more sleeves and more patches to share, then you do that. But don't feel pressured. Get in where you feel comfortable. And then on that, all the sites that Onyx was saying, the Start X39, here is a first goal sheet. We want you to start out strong, and you're going to put your name right here, and then you're going to sponsor 2 on your left, 2 on your right. And this is a plan of action, because we want you to be successful and to win in this business. And after you hear all these testimonies, my goodness, I hope you got a fire in your belly to go out there and share this product and patch, your neighbors, everybody in your neighbor's house, patch everybody, your family, your friends, your acquaintances, your coworkers, patch everybody. So make sure you have a lot of patches. Also on the site, you'll see these amazing little, it's like a little card. It's got information on it. It's kind of hard to see in the camera here because of Steve's got the desk lamp. but anyways,
it's to a different light.
We're trying our hardest, and we're just being real. And then this gives you instructions, and on the back of it, it talks about this is so you don't forget, we are the team Quantum Field. But this is great. You can put 3, 6, or 9 patches in this little envelope, and you can hand it to your neighbor. You can hand it to your boss, your coworker. It's so professional. It's so classy. I was actually at a new hair salon today, and I took 15 of these envelopes with 6 patches, and I came home with none. So that's what you want to do. And you don't want to just be stingy with them, because you know what? I mean, when you hear the testimonies that people are sharing, I just love Renita's mom. I know her personally. And when I hear her testimony, man, that makes me on fire, because look at how she's feeling after just, maybe a month wearing the patch. Not very long. Her dad's legs, I saw him before he started wearing the patch, and I've seen him in the last week. Amazing. So just think what a struggle that was for him and how he felt. So I hope that gives you some fire to go up there and share. If you're new tonight, make sure before you go to bed, you get yourself enrolled. And if you can't sleep tonight, which you probably won't be able to, you go to the Start X39, go through that. That won't take you long at all to go through the steps, and then start making a list. And don't leave anybody out of your list, because you don't know what their body, like for me, I don't have any elements. I haven't had a lot of surgeries. Steve's had 14. I've had, baby stuff, we won't go there. But anyways, but I don't have a lot of elements. I don't have any aches and pains. But the most important thing is I am wearing this patch faithfully every day, because like Onyx says, I don't know what's going on in the inside of my body, my organs, everything's made of stem cells. So I'm like, whoa, I'm wearing the patch faithfully and believing that God, my body is healing itself with this patch. So it's been a blessing tonight to have you with us. We hope you join us on Saturday. We have an amazing, we're going to have a live event here in Orlando, Florida. It's our 2022 global convention. And then we're also going to be in Ocala on August 31st, and we will be live. We will actually be there with lots of people. We're going to have Keston and
Devin,
Brooke Robinson. We're going to have Devin and Sarah Robinson. We're going to have Steve and Gina Merritt. That's us. Woohoo! And Mike and Saidi Hernandez. It's going to be an incredible event at a blueberry farm. Everyone is welcome. I do have tickets, so just contact your upline. I can mail you tickets. The event is free, but these tickets are just a jewel, because you can hand them to your person. It has the address on there, what to wear, what time it starts. We just love the value of this. They won't forget it. They'll be there. So you can get tickets. Just ask your upline, and they'll get a hold of me, and I'll mail them out.
We are here in Orlando at our convention. It's been sold out. Get with a friend that's got a virtual ticket and get to their house, like Larry
Yes.
and Jen Allenbach are having a party at their house. So if they don't sell any more tickets. I just found that out today after I sent out a text to say, get your virtual ticket, that there's only so much bandwidth. So go find somebody with a virtual ticket, get there. But we are here and we do have those tickets. So you can come see us or see your upline, and they'll get them from us so we can get those out to see you in the Ocala type area, Northern Florida, on the 31st of August. It's going to be incredible. The last live event in our house was wild.
So, hey, make sure you get enrolled before you go to bed. Don't put
Yeah.
your head on your pillow before you get enrolled, because we want you with us. We're going to help you win. We're going to lock arms. We're going to have fun on the journey.
Thank you, Onyx. Thank you, Renita. Thank you, Mike and Sai, and all the testimonies we heard tonight. What a fantastic evening. Have a great
And a
rest.
precious thank you, a special thank you to Sierra Addy
Yes.
for running the show in the background,
Right.
Onyx's daughter. Thank you
Yes.
so much. God bless you guys.
So, guys, we're looking forward to partnering up with every one of you. Have a great rest of the evening.
Have a great night.
Yes.
Bye, everyone.